Hey, you there. I, I can see you on the cameras. I am so happy to see you. And my memory is a little fuzzy, but I do remember something about management allowing workers with good scores to punch in later than those with worse scores. The better your performance, the later you're allowed to punch in. This was to encourage workers with lower scores to come earlier and perform better. Naturally, this meant that the person with the lowest score would be punching in first. To make sure that this was always the case, a system was set up to only allow the workers to punch in the perfect order that assumes that nobody is going to be late. Yeah, this system wasn't very well liked. Hmm, I'm trying to remember more. I think the colors of the offices weren't just for decoration. They were used to distinguish who got what scores more easily. Sorry, it's just hard to think with everything that went down. Keep looking around. I think the answer is in the colors of the offices and the order in which you activate the card scanners. Keep looking around. I think the answer is in the colors of the offices and the order in which you activate the card scanners.
Hello? Where are you hiding? Please, it hurts. I was promised something big.
Glad to see you've made it. I don't know how you did it, but then again, you survived the giant elevator crash, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Also, again, I apologize for hitting you over the head. In fact, it is for this reason that I believe we should not meet face to face. You see, for whatever cable car, shouldn't be too hard to find one. Literally everyone had a copy. It's how you'd get from station to station. Deal with him. Luckily, I have a solution, but you won't like it. Head to the medical sector and we'll talk there. Last, he's no longer miserable. I'm surprised they both weren't originally members of the mutants below. They'd certainly fit. This is...
I'm heading back to class.
And I expect you to be there before the 4th lesson starts. Trust me, you do not want to miss that one. Children are eagerly awaiting my return, so up I go.
Three stones with one bird. Hand over your pancreas. 3 stones with one bird. Behave or get banned. 3 stones with one bird. Behave or get banned. Behave or get banned. Behave or get banned. 3 stones with one bird. Open sesame.
Listen up, criminal. That whole act of you being unconscious won't work on me. You're a prisoner now. You'll do what you're told without any questions. Understood? Now your first task is very simple. I will ask you yes or no questions, and you'll answer them using the buttons on your left and right. Facing forward, the button on your right is a yes, and the button on your left is a no. Question 1. Someone locked up all the criminals in the swamp on the level above. Was that you? You saved a lot of time for someone that needs every minute on their hand. So thank you for that. That someone shall not be mentioned. Moving on. Have you ever come in contact with the threat shown on the board? Really? I'm surprised you're still in one piece. Third question. Have you ever come in contact with the threat shown on the board? Heads up. Fourth question. Have you ever come in contact with the threat shown on the board? Yeah? I'm gonna need every bit of information you've got on that one. But later. Fifth question. Have you ever come in contact with the threat shown on the board? What are you, some bounty hunter? If you are, then you suck at your job, because you caught nobody. Sixth question. Have you ever come in contact with the threat shown on the board? Either you love answering yes, or you hit your head too hard. I've never seen you before. Alright, grab your belongings from the back, and step out of the room. Listen up, criminal. That whole act of you being unconscious won't work on me. You're a prisoner now. You'll do what you're told without any questions. Understood? Now your first task is very simple. I will ask you yes or no questions, and you'll answer them using the buttons on your left and right. Facing forward, the button on your right is a yes, and the button on your left is a no. Question 1. Someone locked up all the criminals in the swamp on the level above. Was that you? Interesting. Huh. I wonder who did that then. Have you ever come in contact with the threat shown on the board? No? Well, consider yourself lucky. That's a crazy one. Third question. Have you ever come in contact with the threat shown on the board? That's not what I heard. Fourth question. Have you ever come in contact with the threat shown on the board? I thought so. You must have come from the floors above. Fifth question. Have you ever come in contact with the threat shown on the board? Well, you better keep a wider eye on the ceiling. That one strikes from every angle. Sixth question. Have you ever come in contact with the threat shown on the board? I hope the rest of your answers were as truthful as this one. Alright, grab your belongings from the back and step out of the room. The 3 parts of the elevator are scattered across 3 stations, which we can get to using this old transport system. I believe it's 2 tickets per rider. 2 for me, 2 for you, and 2 for little Beat here. There should be some scattered around here. Here, partner. Let's get this over with. The part we need should be in the administration room, within the ventilation corridors.
Wow!
Open sesame.
This is the first entry to what I will refer to as the Toadster Archives, where all information gathered about criminals will be recorded. Criminal number 1, the snail, was captured near the front gate of the kingdom while I was on patrol. The snail was captured while hiding in her shell, and has remained hidden since. It was initially thought to be an empty shell husk, until quiet crying was heard coming from within the shell. All attempts to convince the snail to leave her shell have failed. The reason for this extreme distress has not yet been determined, but I have a theory. This criminal ain't from around here, so it's possible that this foreign hostile environment is what's causing this unnatural behavior. More updates soon. This is the third entry to the Toadster Archives. Criminals numbers 3 and 4, the birds, were captured by being lured in their current holding cells. Their sudden and unannounced appearance within the walls of the kingdom took me by surprise, but they are now safely contained. They seem to be very territorial, as they did not exhibit any hostile behavior as long as I kept my distance from their cell. It also seems that they were frantically looking for something, although I'm not sure what exactly. Since containment, they've remained completely still. I think they might be trying to trick me into getting in to check on them. I'm not falling for that. More updates soon. This is the second entry to the Toadster Archives. Criminal number 2, the teacher, was captured near the elevator that goes down from the 3rd floor, where a human was also captured earlier. Unlike the snail, the teacher was extremely hostile towards me, citing a missing student from her class as the reason she's even down here. Numerous failed attempts to escape were recorded, but it appears she's finally given up. Numerous objects were introduced in an attempt to calm her down, with only a few excess bowling pins seeming to do the job. The teacher has been sitting in a corner since calming down, repeating the sentence, "I can't be late," to herself, over and over. Truly an interesting case. This is the fourth entry to the Toadster archives. Criminal number 5, the Green Gorilla, was captured by fallen victims. Man, do I not miss this place. This is where I took refuge after being dumped down here by your kind. Many cold and lonely nights have been spent here. Once vanished.
Are they gone? Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. I've done enough damage as it is. I know it doesn't make up for what I've done and trying to take you down, but I'm sorry. I truly am. I don't know what came over me. I just couldn't hold myself back. I knew the consequences well. And I still went ahead and said that stupid joke. And now the Queen's probably dead because of me. I wouldn't blame you if you don't forgive me, but I will be very thankful if you do. Just know that I'll do my best to make up for what I did. You're here for the switch, for the room where the scepter is, right? It's in here, but it's inside of that locker. I can't figure out what to do. Whatever you plan to do with the lights this dim, do it quickly. The naughty ones know no mercy. Man, do I feel much safer with the lights on. We gotta wait till whatever video is playing outside ends. Don't say a word.
Hello? Anybody in there? It's your friend, Banban. I need your help.
He's out already? Don't even think about opening this door.
Oh no.
No! What are you doing?
In you go, child.
Come on, man, we have to get back together.
Not a chance. Your jokes are trash.
You'll have one leg. Everybody will think you're the joke when you're hopping around like a bunny. We must get back together to prevent that.
Oh, you make a good point. Let me think about it for a second. Never!
Another minute in this place.
You should have seen Dadadu in his prime. That guy had ambition and dedication that I've yet to see contested. What your kind has done to him and us. It forced him to dedicate all that potential to try and eradicate those that created him. Now, to ease your nerves, I don't think he's after you. He's after those that betrayed him, which includes me. If only we weren't such cowards when we were caught and actually stood by him, maybe we would have been victorious. The scepter was first given to the Queen as some meaningless prop, to help her settle better into her role, you know? All those extra features, like being able to take control of the brain component of those around you, is the work of a very talented surgeon and technician who is too humble to name himself. When the heart-shaped end of the scepter touches a Givanium-based body, The scepter acts as a vessel and transfers and prints a genetic code of the scepter holder into the receiver's brain component. This allows these bodies to receive commands only from whoever takes control of it. Now, we don't all have a transferable genetic code, but Sir Dadadu and the Queen do. Now, wait. This is confidential information. I cannot tell you any more. Our mutual friend told me that Sir Dadadu escaped because Bittergiggle made the Queen laugh. Next time you see him, you tell him his jokes suck. That's how you really hurt him. I recall asking you to find Jumbo Josh, not stand here and make friends with me. I recall asking you to find Jumbo Josh, not stand here and make friends with me. Stand here and make friends with me.
Head to the back, and I'll have the door open for you.
Простите, кто вы такой? 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 Простите, кто вы такой?
Humano asqueroso.